you were traumatized and you had a problem urinating in the bed.
Yes, yes. Wow, how'd you know all this?
And, they say there's a real serious issue if you have those kind of problems after the age of 7. So you having it in your teenage years, there is really some things going on internally that you had to deal with.
Gee, this is therapy, man. This is crazy. Holy shit. I've never seen a therapist in full Lululemon, but I'll take it. Yeah. Bedwetter up to like 14, and then I was kind of an alcoholic for a while, and then it would come out again. So I can't tell you, I peed on more women than R. Kelly.
So hold on. Now, normally, if you have in our community, they might let that thing go till you're about 3, maybe 4-ish. After that, it's going to be some problems.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, sleepovers, I would stay up all night because I was too scared to wet the bed.
Yeah.
And my dad tried all these old school remedies. He's like, all right, no liquids after 6.
Right.
So at 8 o'clock, I'm eating Doritos like, I'm so dry. And then we bought this buzzer that would clip to your waist, and when it felt moisture, it would beep to wake you up. And I shorted out. I pissed all over it. So I had to just ride it out.
So what did they get to the root of what was causing it?
I think you're right. I think it was the trauma because it stopped when we moved.
Really?
Yeah. So the brain is a mad scientist.
Your parents never disciplined you because of that?
Not discipline, more like they tried to remedy it, but it never really took.
You say,
I don't know. What are they going to beat my ass for?
Yes. That's exactly.
It's like I don't know. Start shitting the bed. That's going to make it worse.
Because then sometimes the butt cutting jars your memory. I was supposed to take the trash out. That's why I'm getting.
Right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't intentional. I mean, I would just wake up in a pool of urine.
You would get drunk. Hold on.
Later in life, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying you would pee on the couch?
Well, no, I'd wake up next to a one-night stand or something in college, and I'd piss all over. And then she'd wake up, and I'd be like, what'd you do? Oh,
you blamed her?
Well, I had to get out of it somehow. They all knew, but I tried.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you embarrassed?
Of course. It's the worst feeling in the world. You disappoint them at night, then in the morning. So, yeah, it was those were rough times. But I always bought flowers or paid for their dry cleaning or something.
Obviously, being in a predominantly black neighborhood, there's probably a chance that you probably dated outside of your race.
Well, I did later. At the time, I was too young and too scared to approach a woman. Those years were kind of like the 5 to 13. So I was still nerdy and scared. But later I did. And I learned you don't pull the hair. I did that with white women. Love the hair pull.
But
No, the braids. It was a mistake.
That cost too much.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted to know. Somebody that does, because I've had Gary Owen and I've asked him.
Funny guy.
Yes. What's the difference? Because women ask us all the time, the men.
Yeah.
From someone that's Caucasian, white.
Sure.
I don't know if you guys can notice
wrecker. That. Yeah. Ghost, whatever.
What is the major difference that you would say between the two?
I would say it's one word: gyration. I think a black woman on top can do a hip thing that white guys aren't ready for, or at least I wasn't. And you're like, you kind of go spaz out on there, like Trump doing the guy. But the gyration is unreal, and I think with a white guy, we do most of the dominating, and the white woman submits.
Right.
I felt like I was submitting with the black lady, like she was working me, which I loved.
Shoot your shot on PrizePicks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. PrizePicks is now giving away $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. PrizePicks makes every dunk, every dive, every board even more exciting. So don't miss a chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. March is officially here, which means the best time of year for all you basketball fans. The madness is upon us, and the league is in the final stretch before the playoffs. Find your community on PrizePicks with new social features. You can share PrizePicks with your friends and copy lineups from winners with a single click. Copy lineups you like or use them as inspiration for your own picks. You can even follow PrizePicks partners like us and tailor fade our picks just with one click. Get in on the action at PrizePicks. It's now available in all 50 states, including California, Texas, Florida, and Georgia. PrizePicks is simple to play. Just download the PrizePicks app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
What was your approach? Because obviously did you approach the same way? Like, hey, my name is Mark. How you doing? I find you attractive. I was wondering if I can get your number. Can I take you out? That was before email. That was before IG. Can I get you, all that.
Right.
So how, give me your speech.
Well, I found that I had to have some rapport.
Yeah.
I couldn't just go up cold because I'm too white and nerdy and whatever. So I needed school, like maybe get a crowd laughing
Right.
and then say something. And I find that a little ball busty with a black one, little.
Yeah, they got to be funny. Women like funny.
Yes, I was gonna say neg, but I got nervous. But yeah, so I think a little pokey, with the black women. I think it goes a long way.
You learned about anemia, iron deficiency in dating black women, because that's something that's really, I think it's only in our community.
I know my ex-girlfriend had anemia and she'd have to eat iron pills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a black thing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's really, but I'm almost pretty certain I've never heard of a white person suffering from anemia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, she was pretty white trash. I don't know if that helps. My ex, she had a lot of problems.
Before you got married, was it hard? Was it hard dating? Because like you're on the road, and it's not in that time. I don't know how prevalent it is to take your significant other on the road with you.
Sure.
Because you're doing, you're up all time of the night, and you're like this city, and then you driving to the next town, or however you're getting there. So, how was dating before you got married?
Well, I dated a high school sweetheart all the way into college. So I'm talking 10, 11 years.
Damn.
Yeah, then I moved to New York to do comedy. She came with me, and it eventually faded out because I was so obsessed with comedy, and I didn't want to go on dates, and I was just,
Right.
Women like the nighttime. They want dinner, they want a show, and comedy's all night.
Yes.
So
and you want to sleep during the day.
yeah, exactly. So it really killed the relationship. We're still friends, but once I got out of that, I was like, all right, no more dating. I'm going all in on comedy, and maybe I'll get laid on the road.
Right.
And that was a lot of fun, and I had a good time. But then I met my wife at a show, and she changed. Best thing that ever happened to me. Great gal. I always feel like men are like a horse. You see those old movies where you got to break the horse, like a wild stallion. And
Yes.
some guy can like pet its forehead and give it a carrot. That's what women do for us.
Right.
And I feel like she was that for me. And she's funny. She's cool. She gets it. She understands the lifestyle. I come home with a big check. She's happy. We have a baby now. So I'm a lucky guy with her.
So, and you said she saw you at a show in New York. Was she there with girlfriends? Was she there with someone else?
She was actually with a date.
Ah, man, come on, Mark. How you do that?
Well, I had a good set, and I don't think she liked the guy, and then she DM'd me after.
Are you
After the
serious?
show, so I feel sorry, sir, whoever that was. Yeah, it was Kevin Hart. No.
I mean, really, it really happened.
Really
I mean,
happened?
I was saying it, tongue in cheek, being like, oh, was she there with someone else or she came with some girlfriends? And you like confirmed, like, no, she was there on a date.
Yeah, she was there on a date.
You didn't feel bad?
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know till I just was doing my set, and then I got off, and I saw a DM about an hour later, and I said, let's get a drink tonight. And she blew off Joe Schmo and hit me up.
Oh, my goodness.
And yeah, the rest is history.
Before you got married, you said it was hard to date for a man that's under 6 foot tall.
Yes.
Why?
Well, women like a tall man. Well, what are you, 6'2", 6'3"?
6'2".
Yeah, women like a big, burly guy.
But see, when you stand on the paychecks, you about 6'8".
Yeah, but you don't have the paychecks till late in life,
Okay, okay.
So I had to stand on jokes or whatever. And, when I was on Tinder back in the day, it would be like, no one under 6 feet, no guy under 6 feet. So I would always say I'm growing as a person, But I think it's, women like tall guy, men like big chest or small waist or fat ass. So, it just men and women have their preferences.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before 2 something.